Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are fine and inspired. Yesterday I posted a video like I post every day, right? So I got a comment from Ramesh Karti. Hey, what's up Ramesh Karti? If you're watching this video, I have actually thought about making my videos in English. Of course, I'm also going to be speaking in Nepali because while I describe some terms and while I describe some methods, I have to make it understandable to you viewers as well. So yes, that's why I am going to speak in both English and Nepali. So basically, why I didn't speak in Nepali is because why I didn't speak in English was because I thought that the viewers might not understand what I was talking about because people do try to learn let's say IELTS and do prepare for IELTS exam, but they do not have that strong base. So there are so many students like that in my college. They used to be. However, let's just drop that convo because it was really lame of me, because anyone who's doing IELTS probably understands English. So that's why I'm gonna be speaking in English and a bit of Nepali. So thanks to Ramesh Karti and Susti Thapa. She had also asked me to make videos on how to score 7 band in reading. So let me tell you guys that I'm also preparing for my IELTS, and I'm just sharing things that I learn on daily basis from my IELTS class and on my own from my Cambridge book. So yes, that's what I share. And after I give my IELTS test and when I'll score above 7 or 7, then I will probably make a video on that. And yes, I'll be making amazing videos on tips and tricks to score higher marks in IELTS. That's why you need to stay tuned to this channel. So yes, without any further ado, let's get into the video. If you are following up with me, you probably know that today we're going to be talking about IELTS speaking part 3. Yes, so if you have not watched the part 1 and part 2 videos, then yes, you can check it out in my channel. My channel name is Tashtoga Gurung, of course, right? So yes, you can check it out there. And today we're going to be learning about IELTS speaking part 3 and how to score higher band in this particular section, right? Before beginning this video, I would like to introduce a word to you guys, and it's called circumstances. So in American accent, it's pronounced as circumstances, but in British accent, it's called circumstances. Circumstances. So basically the meaning of this word is situation. I couldn't come to your wedding due to certain circumstances or circumstances. British accent is pretty, not friendly with me, so I really love American accent, so I would say circumstances. So yes, you can use this word. Now let's learn about IELTS speaking part 3 and how to score higher band in this particular section. Now, in IELTS part 1 and 2, we are asked familiar questions. जस्तै कि हामीलाई यस्तो क्वेसनहरु सोध्छ जुन चाहिँ हुन्छ नि हामीले लाइक डे टु डे लाइफमा गरिरहेको हुन्छ कि त हामीले हुन्छ नि धेरै भन्दा धेरै भन्न सक्ने टाइपको क्वेसनहरु सोध्छ क्या in IELTS part 1 and 2. So we are asked familiar topics, about our daily routine and stuff like that. However, in IELTS part 3, we are asked more general and abstract question. Now, if you're wondering what does those two words mean, then general means something that's popular and something that's very common. General को meaning चाहिँ कस्तो हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ हुन्छ नि लाइक सबैलाई थाहा भएको टाइपको क्या क्वेसन हो हैन त general को meaning चाहिँ. And abstract means something like not physical and hard to imagine and think about, right? सो एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट भनेको चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ हामीले देख्न सक्दैनौँ र जुन चाहिँ एकदमै हुन्छ नि सोच्न लाइक सोच्न चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन्छ क्या, आइडियाहरू ल्याउन चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन्छ, त्यसलाई चाहिँ एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट भन्छ होइन त. सो आइएल्स पार्ट 3मा चाहिँ यस्तै क्वेसन सोध्छ क्या, जेनरल र एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट यु नो. सो इन आइएल्स पार्ट 3 वी आर आस्क्ड general and abstract types of questions. Now let's talk about how to answer the questions of part 3. So what you need to do is, first you have to listen to the question carefully. The examiner will only say it once. Maybe you can say, could you repeat please, but I think you have to listen carefully. You have to listen carefully, and so that you can understand the question, so you understand the question and you answer completely, like you have to answer the question fully. I have also said this in my previous videos, and I have said it again because it's very important to answer our questions completely. So in order to do that, you have to listen carefully and understand the question, right? So whenever you answer, you should not answer in short form. You should answer more and more, because that way the examiner will assess your speaking. That means he will be able to know what's the standard of your language is, and that way you can actually score higher. So बुझेन भने चाहिँ मैले के भनेको भन्दा चाहिँ लाइक हाम्रो आइएल्समा चाहिँ अब हामीले क्वेसन सोध्छ होइन त, त्यो क्वेसन एकदम ध्यानले सुन्नुपर्छ क्या. अनि त्यो ध्यानले सुनेपछि चाहिँ हामीले के भन्छ अरे एन्सर दिन सक्छौँ नि त. अनि हामीले चाहिँ एन्सर कम्प्लिटली दिनुपर्छ, छोटोमै छाड्नु भएन. अनि लाइक वी हेभ टु हुन्छ नि के भन्ने, अझै लामो तन्काएर भन्नुपर्छ क्या, एक्सप्यान्ड गर्नुपर्छ क्या एन्सर. सो त्यस्तो गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो एक्जामिनरले यसको भाषाको लेभल चाहिँ एक्ज्याक्टली कहाँ हो त भनेर उहाँले थाहा हुन्छ नि त. अनि त्यस्तो गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ हामीले धेरै मार्क्स पनि पाउन सक्छ क्या. त्यो चाहिँ कसरी हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ किनकि एक्जामिनरले बुझ्छ नि त, योले त मेरो क्वेसन बुझेको रहेछ है भनेर क्या. सो यस, द्याट्स हाउ इट इज. Talk about how to expand our answer, as we have already discussed how important it is and why we should actually study it. So yes, let's talk about how to expand our answer. And the first thing you need to do is stating your own view or opinion. You can do this by actually reading newspapers and listening to news. So in part 3, you have to give your opinion as much as possible. So in order to give an opinion, you need to have an opinion, and to have an opinion, you should be able to build it. And how you can build it is by reading newspapers and staying connected to what's going on in the world, because as I have said earlier, that in this particular section we are asked general questions. That's why you need to be updated. So मैले चाहिँ के भन्यो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ होइन, लाइक हामीले चाहिँ अब यो पार्ट 3मा चाहिँ होइन हाम्रो आफ्नो ओपिनियन चाहिँ धेरै भन्नुपर्ने हुन्छ क्या, हाम्रो धारणा चाहिँ. त्यसैले चाहिँ होइन लाइक यु हेभ हामीले चाहिँ न्युजपेपरहरू पढ्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, अनि यस हामीले आफ्नो एउटा ओपिनियन जेनेरेट गर्न सक्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. सो द नेक्स्ट थिङ हाउ यु क्यान एक्सप्यान्ड यर आन्सर इज बाई गिभिङ एक्जाम्पल्स. whenever you answer, give examples, like आफ्नो उदाहरण देऊ. I think this is understandable. I do not need to translate it in Nepali. So yes, you need to give examples, personal experiences, right? That can expand your answer a lot. I tried this technique and I almost spoke for literally like 1.5 minutes, and that's too much. So the next tip that you can actually technique that you can apply is explaining how or why something happens. So you can say like why something happens. According to the question, you have to apply these techniques. Some techniques are not applicable for some types of questions. So whenever there's this type of question where you can apply this particular technique of why it's happening, then yes, go for it. And the next is saying what could, should, would, or might happen. Like you can say, there are some types of questions related to government, then you can say the government should be more attentive towards people need. So you can use these types of sentences, that's what it's all about. And the next is suggesting a solution to a problem. You will be asked certain types of questions about what would you do, for like caste discrimination or something like that. It won't be specific, but it's gonna be something where you can provide a solution. Then go for it. Give solutions for certain types of problem. And yeah. And next is explaining another side to the issue. Now, there might be an issue, in the question. So in the question, there might be an issue, and you can also say like the other side of it, something that's opposite to it. Yes, it'll all make sense once I'll show you the questions. So yes, for now, these are the techniques that you can apply to expand your answers, and the more you expand your answer, the better it is for you. But be careful to speak accurately. You have to be accurate, you have to be correct, your grammar should be correct. Now, the questions that are asked in part 3 are like this, and you can actually go and record yourself answering these questions. But first, remember the techniques I just mentioned earlier. Yeah, keep that in mind and make sure to include them. Make sure to include examples, make sure to give your own view, and yes, go for it. Now, next we are going to learn about how to agree and or disagree. So basically in this, in part 3, the question will ask you to ask you whether you agree or disagree with a certain opinion. So the examiner will give an opinion, and he or she will ask you whether you agree with that or not. And you have to use some kind of sentence or phrases to show that you agree or disagree. And yes, during those types of situations, there are these phrases or sentences you can use according to different situations, circumstances. So yeah, you can use them. Like one type of sentence or phrase is used when you completely disagree. One type is used when you slightly disagree to a certain extent. One type is used when you neither disagree nor agree. One type is used when you agree to a certain extent, and one type is used when you literally agree with the opinion. Now you can actually note it down and just use it. You can just use it in your daily life, or in your another conversation with your friends or yourself. You can use them so that it comes simultaneously and naturally in your conversation. Now what I would say is that do not be afraid to disagree with the examiner, because the opinion he gives is not even of himself. Because some people are very soft, they do not want to disagree with the examiner, or they think that it's wrong to disagree. Well, it's not. You can go ahead and disagree all you want and be a rebel. Now let's talk about how you can score more in your speaking. IELTS speaking. Yes, so let's talk about that. And that's the criteria that the examiner sees is our lexical resource. That means our range of vocabulary. The different, we have to use different words. We should not repeat the same words. I have mentioned it earlier, but it's very important. Use different words, do not repeat them often. Use different idioms, like I taught you yesterday. Bare your heart to someone. Yeah, you can use that whenever you can. So, and there are also phrases that you can use. So yes, you have to use different types of words, phrases, idioms, figures, expressions, so that the examiner will be impressed, and the examiner will give you more marks. So yes, for that you have to of course learn on daily basis and use them. just like I taught you today about consequences, no, not consequences, circumstances. Yes, circumstances, I taught you that. So yes, keep that in mind. And just like that, I have these list of idioms for you guys and with the meaning, so that you guys can keep it in mind, and of course use these in your speaking. Now, here are lists of questions for you guys which you can actually answer. And just before answering, I know, before doing anything, first, just remember, the techniques I taught you today. Just remember the techniques. You can write it down, so that whenever you answer, you keep in mind, okay, did I express my view? Did I give example? Did I suggest a solution? Did I also talked about the other side? So just keep those things in mind. Yes, so overall what you have to do is to listen to the question carefully, answer thoroughly, that means fully, completely, then expand your answer by the following ways I mentioned before. Use different phrases or sentences according to the situation, about whether you agree or not, and you can also there's this another thing, like use the idioms that I gave you earlier, and learn many other idioms as well on daily basis. I'll give you the words again. What we learned today is circumstance, okay, or you can say circumstance or circumstance. American is circumstance, yeah. And yes, so subscribe my channel if you have not. You have to do that as well. And yeah, I know, what's that guy name? I'm such a gajni. Ramesh Karti, yes, Ramesh Karti, no offense, okay? Sorry. Okay, so Ramesh Karti, I hope you like my video and my other viewers as well. And do let me know in the comment down below what else should I improve or include or do what else, And yes, thank you for watching my video and all the best.